Good morning. Welcome to ABC123 Trader. Today is September 9, 2020. And let's start taking a look at this, the NASDAQ futures here. So as you can see, when the market opened, took off, we were already at 2%, I think it was when I first looked at it, and we dropped that, I guess 0.2%. But what I'm looking for is the market will be going up today, and it's doing its snapback. What it's going back to this volume point of control. We'll give it some more time for it to load up on the contracts, as you can see here. You even can do a deeper retrace back to this market open price line. And if it keeps on going farther down, it will load up probably to the day trend. It already hit the day trend 60% and the day trend 38 within that zone. But I'm giving it time to load up. We're getting our 15-minute range bar here right away. And then we can start deciding. But what we have here is once it starts breaking out, we have a really good area of this previous institution line, this institution line where these two were playing, and now from the original old code that I call the main institution line for bias. So this is what I call market maker support and resistance institutions, and this institution line is where you can see where it's tapping a couple of times. Once it starts breaking this way, I look for bias to the upside. Right now the energy is pointing down, and what you have to look for is, as I said in my previous videos, once you see a purple, look for a second, and which was the next second spike, and then you'll have the reversal. After the reversal, then we'll see how far the pullback is, then we can enter the trade for continuation. I'm still waiting for the 15-minute bar or the leveler to activate, and when that happens, then we know exactly where we are to start trading. And I have a feeling the leveler is going to be right here anyways, because we're already back at 2%. It did its bounce back. Here's the market open price line. We'll see how it reacts right 15 minutes in, and then we can go from there. Yeah, sorry about that. I got into a trade and I didn't realize I had a stop connected to it. So what my goal is I'm going to try to hit to this target one right up here. Oh, why is it? Oh, I had it on custom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it to sell target. There we go. Oh, that was frustrating. You're saying, what the heck happened? Sometimes I thought I didn't realize I had on custom. So anyways, my original trade would have still been up a few more points. We're hitting 1030 right now, so it's really pushing. Even if I hit 20 points, that's $400 for the day. I'm happy. Let's see where we are here. Now let's take a look back here. So the red is actually the 161 extension on this day trend. Okay. We're going to hit target one right away here. Once we hit target one, actually we could close this target one. We'll see how aggressive it is. And we can shut her down and we make our $300 or $400 here. We'll look at our energy. Come on, hit the 161. Okay, there we go. 340 with the slippage there. So I'm so frustrated that had it on custom there. We would have had her way more than that. So the goal is when you're trading this, I had just one of my clients was asking me to trade or whatever the minis in order to show what would happen here. And the key is we are looking at this time. We were waiting for it to break out. We hit the extension, and we could see what's going to happen. What we're doing is we have a lot of energy pushing up. I'd rather to do a pullback for a second entry here. This is what I would like to do. Because if you chase a trade, it sometimes works, but it's just too dangerous at this point in time. So we're at the 47 level. So at the 50 level, you have to see where it vibrates, and then we can hit fib target 1. So for example, if I go a buy bid right now, let's say right here, and you're seeing it isolate, hopefully we can get to the 50 level. We'll hit 50, perfect. And then our target would be fib target 1. Five, come on, bring it. 5, 6, good enough. 9 points. We're done for the day. $500. That's what I shoot for, 500 a day. I'm just apologize a little bit again on this video. I had it on custom. In my custom, I guess I had a stop loss there with no ticks. So 3 trades today, one of $30 loss because it knocked me out right away. And this is what I was waiting for. Now let's recap this video. How it works. What I was trying to do is, when you look at the chart first thing in the morning, many times earlier in the year it was taken off like crazy. But because we have so much volatility right now. Yeah, we're gonna hit fib target not 1 now. Okay, because we have so much volatility right now at 24 points. If you can't afford it, it's really, you got to watch your bank account. And what you have to do is just give it time. Even for myself, it's I get quite frustrated, and I want to get anxious to get into the trade. And it takes time, it takes patience. Like for this morning, you like to jump in for the runner, 7 o'clock or 9 o'clock here. It moved up nice, but look how it ranged. So for an hour and 1 hour, it was ranging to decide which direction to go. We have fib targets. I have quite a few indicators here, so let's break it down a little bit here. Okay, now my bias, which I'm going to be adding later, is I added this to the Leap Tracker system, and this really gives you a signal, kind of like the Ichimoku cloud, people that trade Ichimoku. But what the nice thing about this one is it gives you basically 4 phases of strength of momentum. So we're looking at the macro to the micro. Imagine this box here as a gas pedal. Okay, you're starting to accelerate more and more. When 4 is activated, we know we're pushing hard. Not as hard, confident, and very early indication trying to figure which direction to go. That's the upper half. The lower half can be pullbacks in either direction, basically. So right now everything is pushing up. Where this one wasn't a pullback, it might be turning around. So until this turns green, but on the longer term, if this is all green, this is a good sign. And of course, number 2. Number 3 it's a little bit slower, but once it goes, or once it kicks in, then you feel really confident. You can turn off the signals. I'm going to change these oval signals. I don't like them. But what they do is it's telling you signal 1, signal 2. We're ramping up to change phases. So minus the diamond, which is the buy sell activator activating right here, as you can see. It just has a double signal here. But this triangle is phase 1. This one is phase 2. There's a triangle phase 3, and we haven't even had the arrow for phase 4 yet. We almost hit Fibonacci target 1. I was knew I wanted to hit target 1, and this is 161 extension, so we really have to watch. But now in the longer time scope, we'll look at 127 extension of 1394, or this level 1 for sure, because there's an institution line. Okay, that's what I was going to look for. Okay, now what you do when you're trading this chart here, I have 2 charts going right now. Now I'll show you one of the longer term charts, which I have right here. I used to do videos every morning for quite a while of morning analysis. So I looked at the morning analysis, and I want to look at the trend to see how the English session and the American session was going. So we had the English session here, and the American was just holding. And so we had a kind of a consolidation phase here for basically most of the morning. It looked like it was going to go down, and I was just waiting and waiting and waiting. And so, and what you could see as well, right there, it was tapping basically on a prior low, looks like. So this was a prior low, was tapping, and once she popped. Now we have areas of interest such as this top zone and this top zone. Now if I should add one more indicator here. I'm going to add the institution lines that I mark every day, and I'm not even going to color code. I'm just going to keep them white so you can see where they are. Hopefully they'll show. Maybe they won't show. Whatever. I'll find out why. But as you can see, where I am. What you want to do is you look at these box levels, top box levels, because they're basically kind of like a range of those session. So now she's punched out, and now we're going to push forward, and what we're going to do is we're going to look for this area of interest, and then the next area of interest, and then you can see the grouping here. So you know you have a big zone here. Okay, when I look at the market, first I want to look at the trend, because I want to trade with the trend. I see high energy, and it didn't look like it was just being very ugly. And then what you want to do is once you start watching how everything is playing out, then you can start using the minutiae of where we are in the Williams, how much energy we have. So as you can see, that breakout, high energy yellow bars peeking out, it looked like it's up top. Now it's going to do its pullback, and hopefully we'll go for our next run now. Okay, but now we're getting far away from the institution line. We would like to see a pullback, hopefully within the fib zone, or it'll probably hit this 70% line. This is the 70% point of control. And as you can see, where it hit target 1 and fib 1, we're going to vibrate, let it consolidate again, and it's going to rush to level 1 or 127 extension. Right now, there's a lot of pullback energy going. Number 3 is pullback. Everything is 2, so it is 2 and 1. But if you have any questions of what I look for, we're pretty soon, actually, I've negotiating with Jose. We're trying to figure it out. We might, after our trade session, we'll talk about the indicators and look and have other traders ask us questions of how do we trade, what do we look for, and how from profit targets to risk and reward, etc. Okay. Other than that, if you have any questions, once again, feel free to email me at abc123trader@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. Other than that, just make sure you pinpoint your trades, trade safe, and you guys have a great day. Bye.